In a move that has alarmed conservationists and environmental advocates alike, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service is proposing changes to the legal definitions of take and harm under the Endangered Species Act. These terms, once tightly linked to protecting species from direct and indirect threats, could be redefined in ways that weaken their enforcement and open the door to increased habitat destruction, unchecked development, and climate disruption. At a time when diversity is in crisis and climate change is accelerating, this shift could have devastating consequences for already vulnerable communities of species. To view the official document details for this potential change, click here to submit your public comment. Search for the doc related to ESA definition changes. Comments must be received by May 19th, 2025. Historically, the term take in the Endangered Species Act has included actions such as killing, trapping, or significantly disturbing wildlife, while harm covered indirect damage like destroying a species' critical habitat. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service's attempt to narrow these definitions threatens to undermine decades of conservation progress. If harm is reinterpreted to exclude habitat degradation, developers could bulldoze forests, drain wetlands, or pollute rivers without consequences, so long as no animal is directly injured. Such regulatory rollback would strip vital protection from countless species, particularly those already endangered due to habitat loss and climate stressors. The ESA has long been a bipartisan success story. Changing its core definitions not only weakens the law, but signals that environmental protections are negotiable. My take on take: after I was informed of this political reversal of species and habitat protection, I immediately wanted to make it known that this choice could not be progressive. In fact, it would undermine the efforts that conservation set forth. That is why I submitted my public comment to regulations.gov, and it is currently pending review. In any situation that calls for attention to an important issue, a call to action must be initiated. Thankfully, the government is open for public comments to any new or pending regulation changes. Now, whether they actually review it and are genuine about hearing comments, we can confirm this firsthand once I submit a comment. Then we can revisit the post and see if it was posted to the public government comments page. I urge everyone and anyone to visit regulations.gov. Explore the regulation changes and submit a comment and provide suggestions for anything that is important to you. I urge anyone to visit regulations.gov, explore the regulation changes, and submit a comment, and provide suggestions for anything that is important to you. If you were impacted by an existing rule or regulation, you may find it meaningful to share your ideas for deregulation by completing the form. Make your voice heard. Comments must be received by May 19th of 2025. This redefinition threatens the very tools we use to protect endangered species and fight back against ecological collapse. Submit a public comment to the official government website directly and tell them that weakening the definition of take and harm is unacceptable. Comments must be received by May 19th. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service may now allow harm to species, but your voice can be heard.